from simple infections to assassinations in broad daylight, from epic speeches to requests for soup. Today you will discover how each president of the United States died and what their last words were. Some left historic messages, others simply asked for water. And it all begins with the man who started this story. The first president, George Washington, the year was 1799. After riding through snow and intense cold, Washington developed a severe throat infection, possibly today, antibiotics would solve it. Back then, doctors drained nearly 2.5 liters of blood through blood. It is believed that this hastened his death. His last words were simple: "It's all right." The impossible coincidence to men, friends, rivals, founders of the nation. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson both died on July 4th, 1826, exactly 50 years after the Declaration of Independence. Jefferson died first. Hours later, unaware of this, Adams said, "Thomas Jefferson survives." He was wrong. Jefferson had already passed away. The president who died after 31 days, William Henry Harrison, he took office in freezing rain. He gave the longest presidential inaugural address in history. For decades, it was believed he died of pneumonia. Modern studies suggest something more disturbing: contaminated water in the White House, possible typhoid fever. He governed for only 31 days, the shortest term in American history. Cherries, milk. In theory, Zachary Taylor, in the sweltering heat of Washington, he ate fresh cherries and drank ice-cold milk. Days later, he died of decades later, theories of poisoning emerged, but forensic tests in the 1990s found nothing. Perhaps it wasn't a conspiracy. Perhaps it was just spoiled food. The president who died in Congress, John Quincy Adams, after leaving the presidency, he returned to Congress. During a vote, he suffered a stroke on the floor. His last words: "This is the end of the earth. I am satisfied." The assassinations for presidents were assassinated. Abraham Lincoln shot in the head at Ford's Theater. Moments before the shot, he told his wife, "They won't think anything of it." He was referring to the fact that they were holding hands. James Garfield survived the initial shot, but doctors, using unsterilized instruments, caused fatal infections. He died weeks later, perhaps not from the bullet, but from the medicine of the time. William McKinley, shot during a public event, died days later from an infection. His final words: "Thy will be done." John F. Kennedy, Dallas. Open car, gunshots echoing. Seconds before, he replied, "No, you certainly can't," referring to the affection of the people of Dallas. He was 46 years old. Presidents who asked for water: Ulysses S. Grant, dying of throat cancer. Last word: water. The only one to die at 100, Jimmy Carter, lived a whole century. Died of natural causes at 100 years old. A striking contrast to 19th century presidents, whose average lifespan barely exceeded 60. Insane facts about presidential deaths. 8 presidents died in office, 4 were assassinated, 4 died of natural causes, while President Young is assassinated. John F. Kennedy, 46 years old. Long-lived Jimmy Carter, 100 years old. 2 presidents died on the same day. Adams and Jefferson, the most powerful office in the world, can also be the most dangerous. From simple infections to conspiracies. From medical malpractice to shots that changed history. The death of each president was not just a personal end, but a moment that redefined the United States. And if you found that impressive, wait until you discover the bizarre coincidences between Lincoln and Kennedy. But that is for the next episode.